Welcome to Monster Trailcams, your premier destination for the exploration of the unseen and extraordinary. This channel is a nexus of the strange, curious, and truly inexplicable happenings captured by trail cameras situated in diverse corners of the world. From the cryptids that inhabit the impenetrable forest depths to the spontaneous showcases of wildlife in their most natural settings and baffling occurrences that push the boundaries of our reality, we've amassed a captivating array of footage that is bound to engage, surprise, and at times send shivers down your spine. Your expedition into the unexplored begins here at Monster Trail Cams, where countless secrets lie in wait to be discovered. In this intriguing snippet of footage, which spans just a few fleeting seconds, we are transported to the tranquil and bucolic setting of a field in southeastern Illinois. This region, characterized by its rolling landscapes and agricultural heritage, serves as the backdrop for a video that challenges our perceptions. As the camera rolls, our gaze is drawn to a figure that emerges and traverses the frame. This entity is unlike anything one would expect to encounter in such a setting. It stands tall and slender with an elongated form that is both ethereal and unsettling. The being ambulates in an upright manner, akin to a human, but its gait is where the similarities end. One of the most striking features of this creature is the apparent absence of arms. Its torso, devoid of the appendages that one would associate with a bipedal creature, adds to the enigma. However, it is the head and neck region that truly captivates the viewer's imagination. The morphology of its head and neck is reminiscent of the otherworldly creatures that inhabit the abyssal depths of the oceans, as seen in documentaries exploring the marine world. The creature's physique appears to be devoid of substantial musculature. Its limbs and torso seem almost wispy, and its movements are peculiar, almost as if each step is a laborious and calculated effort. The fluidity that one would expect in a living organism's gait is replaced by a stilted and mechanical progression. As we observe this enigmatic being, we are compelled to ask, what is this creature? Its form and movements bear no resemblance to any known terrestrial life form. Could this be evidence of an extraterrestrial visitor, a being from a world beyond our own, whose biology and morphology are as alien as the farthest reaches of the cosmos? Alternatively, in an age where technology has enabled the creation of increasingly realistic digital imagery, could this footage be the product of skillful CGI? Perhaps this is an ambitious attempt by an individual or group to craft a chilling and otherworldly video designed to captivate and mystify. The footage, shrouded in mystery, offers no definitive answers. It serves as a canvas upon which our imaginations can paint a myriad of possibilities. From the prospect of an interstellar visitor to the artistry of digital manipulation, the interpretation of this video is as boundless as the universe itself. What do you believe? Is this a glimpse into the unknown, a window into a world beyond our own, or is it a testament to the power of technology and storytelling? In this footage, captured from the vantage point of a car parked alongside a road, we are initially drawn to the serene sight of a female moose grazing near a ditch. The moose, with its majestic stature and calm demeanor, is a symbol of the wilderness. However, as we immerse ourselves in the scene, our attention is subtly diverted to a series of movements in the periphery. If you shift your gaze slightly to the left of the moose, within the dense foliage of the trees, you will notice something stirring. At first, it manifests as a nebulous white shadow, almost ethereal in nature. As the seconds tick by, this shadow begins to coalesce into a more distinct form as it edges closer to the clearing. What becomes increasingly apparent is that this entity bears a striking resemblance to a human form. Its movements are deliberate, and it seems to be stealthily stalking the moose. The moose, engrossed in grazing, appears to be oblivious to the presence of this entity. There is a brief moment where the moose raises its head, as if sensing something amiss, but it fails to pinpoint the source of the disturbance. The question that looms large is, what is this creature that lurks in the shadows of the trees? A moose, being a sizable and formidable animal, has few natural predators that would dare to engage it. This leads us to consider possibilities that venture into the realm of cryptids and folklore. There have been accounts of creatures known as crawlers and rakes, which are often described as humanoid entities with pale skin and a predilection for stalking and feeding on large animals. These creatures are shrouded in myth and are often associated with sightings in wooded areas. Could it be possible that this footage offers a rare glimpse of one such entity in its natural habitat? The grainy nature of the footage and the distance from the subject make it difficult to draw definitive conclusions. As the footage concludes with the moose continuing to graze and the mysterious figure retreating into the shadows, we are left with more questions than answers. Whether this is an encounter with an unknown creature, a trick of light and shadow, or something else entirely, it definitely caught my attention. This video wasn't recorded in the best lighting, but here we can see what appears to be a man wandering aimlessly around a walking path with a small brick wall on one side. While this might not seem like a sinister video, there is much more to the story. This area had been closed to the public after a series of strange illnesses in the town were attributed to a fungus in the soil near this very park. Before people started getting sick, there were reports of a strange man wandering through the park with ghostly pale skin and dressed in dark clothes. The police searched for the man but could never seem to find him. This is the only video footage of the man, and soon after the footage was taken, the man disappeared from the park and suddenly the illnesses in the town stopped as well. Coincidence? Was this figure just a regular, albeit strange man wandering around a closed park, or was it something darker? Next, we have a still image captured by a Trailcam of a mysterious light near the base of a lone tree in the forest. As most of you know, Trailcams like this one use motion detectors. Something has to set the motion detector off for the camera to snap a photo. So what's going on here? What is the strange light? And how did it manage to set off the motion detector? Orbs are often found in images such as this, but few of them emit such bright lights. Could this be some sort of supernatural being? Maybe a forest spirit? Could it be something that lives in the tree itself? If you notice, the tree stands alone in a clearing amongst the rest of the forest, and it appears to have some small hiding place beneath its roots. Maybe there is some significance there, but then again, maybe there isn't. Either way, this image doesn't invoke a sense of dread or darkness like so many of the others in this video, even though there is no way to identify the source of the mysterious light. In this footage, which is characterized by its grainy quality, we are privy to an encounter that is as chilling as it is mysterious. The camera captures the image of a figure draped in black robes. What is particularly unsettling is the absence of a face. Where one would expect to see human features, there is only an abyss of darkness. The setting of this encounter is a forested area, where a couple of hikers find themselves inadvertently straying from their intended path. Their unintended detour leads them to the remnants of an abandoned churchyard. The church, which has been forsaken since the late 1800s, is little more than overgrown foundations that are now part of the woodland landscape. This area, steeped in history and shrouded by the canopy of trees, is reputed for supernatural phenomena. Local lore and accounts have led to it being generally avoided by those who are familiar with its history. However, the hikers, unaware of the tales that envelop this place, find themselves face to face with the ominous figure. As the figure advances towards them, its movements deliberate and its face obscured, the hikers are gripped by a primal fear. The footage captures the initial moments of this encounter, and as the figure closes the distance, the hikers turn and flee. Their flight is fueled by adrenaline as they navigate the dense forest, the shadows, and the underbrush. Though the footage ends, we learn that the hikers managed to make it out of the area unscathed. Their escape was a narrow one, and the experience has undoubtedly left an indelible mark on them. This footage raises a myriad of questions. Who or what was the figure cloaked in black? Was it a guardian of the abandoned churchyard, a spectral entity bound to the land? Or was it something else, an enigma that defies categorization? The hikers, who were fortunate to leave the area safely, are unlikely to seek answers by returning. The churchyard, with its crumbling foundations and its silent guardian, remains a place of mystery. If you liked watching these videos, then consider subscribing. I release videos at least twice a week, Stay frosty, and we'll see you in the next one.